I've been touting Marvin Mims for weeks and weeks and weeks. He is still only rostered in 28% of leagues. How is this even possible? How is this even possible? I was telling people months and months ago, what was it? I think it was 2 weeks after the NFL draft. I was like, Marvin Mims is a back end of the first round dynasty pick. You need to be picking him in the top 12. If you're feeling like there's a drop off, because Marvin Mims was going mid second round in a lot of those dynasty drafts, and I was just drafting a lot of Marvin Mims. This was a player I've talked about this before, but it's Marvin Mims and Jameson Williams were the only players back in 2021 who had a higher than 20 yards per reception and 60% catch rate in college. Like, these were elite downfield threats. And now you're hooking up Marvin Mims with Russell Wilson, who's one of the better deep ball throwers in the NFL. Sign me up for all of that. Marvin Mims right now is 13th among, that's among all positions. Let's clear and just look at wide receivers. Marvin Mims is 8th among all wide receivers in PFF receiving grade. That's a big deal. And Mims also has he's average. This is 4 games. Marvin Mims has averaged over 60 yards receiving per game, and he has played a total of 43 snaps. Once again, Marvin Mims has played no more than 13 pass snaps. It is a matter of time before Marvin Mims explodes onto the scene. Who can hold him back? Maybe Sean Payton will be the one to hold him back. But Marvin Mims, at least 40 receiving yards in every game. He has not just a receiving touchdown, but remember, he also had that 99-yard return touchdown against Miami. Yes, garbage time, whatever. I don't care. This dude is super explosive. 4.38 speed, downfield threat. How can we ignore this player who's been absolutely crushing? You need to make sure he's on your team, just like Jameson Williams. You want to make sure this guy is on your team before he's on someone else's, because this is the exact profile and exact prototype of a player who earns the full-time role in the second half of the season and you cannot keep out of your lineup. He's showing signs of inevitability. I will be disheartened. I'll be heartbroken if his rostership is not above 50% by the time we do the show next week. You need to be putting Marvin Mims on your roster. He's not a must start yet. He is a must roster at this point. Pick him up. You need to add him ASAP. I've been saying this for weeks. I've been saying I've been drafting a ton of Marvin Mims anyways in our best ball leagues, and look at what he's done. 113 yards, 73 yards, 47 yards. In playing 12 snaps. His yards per route run, 6.21. 6.21 yards per route run. It leads all NFL receivers, all who have played a snap. If you played a snap, you don't have a better yards per route run than Marvin Mims. Even Willie Snead, who played 2 total snaps and has a 4.5 yards per route run, not better than Marvin Mims, and Mims by a sizable amount ahead of Ayuk, ahead of Tyreek Hill, ahead of Nico Collins in yards per route run. So Marvin Mims, absolute must stash, must add him ASAP, pick him up. There are no excuses. You cannot leave. Go to your waiver wire right now and make sure you're putting down fab to get Marvin Mims. I don't want to hear your excuses. You need to be getting Marvin Mims on your roster. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but y'all need to do it. If you enjoyed the content, found this helpful, make sure you guys are smashing that red subscribe button.